Welcome back to Mateo Can Play. I hope you've had a good week. Today we're going to be playing another Rakdos Reanimator deck. As I always told you, this is my favorite archetype. Before we go into the deck tech, I hope that you've subscribed, I hope that you've clicked on the bell icon, and I hope to see your commentaries on the commentary list so that you can tell me what I could do better, what I should have done better, how I can change the deck up a little bit. I know this is the third Reanimator deck that I'm putting online, but as I told you before, this is just one of my favorite archetypes. So let's take a look at the deck tech. Okay, so we've streamlined this deck a little bit more. Drakuseth is definitely an all-star. He is going to be 3 copies in the deck. The same thing with Ilharg, the raised boar. 2 copies of Cavalier of Night, because you know what, we just need that lifelink every now and then. We also have 1 copy of Doom Whisperer for the Surveil. I don't like paying life, but it has to be done sometimes. Early game, we've got the Stitcher Supplier to get things into our graveyard. The same thing with Rick's Mighty Reveler and Rotting Regisaur. Ravenous Chupacabra is a 4-drop that lets me get rid of pesky things that are happening on my opponent's side of the board. Tormenting Voice also allows me to get rid of cards in my hand and draw cards. Spark Harvest kills creatures and planeswalkers. And of course, in the deck we've got 4 Blood for Bones and 4 Bond of Revival. So that's pretty much the deck. We're going to be playing best of 1. And here we go. Let's see what our first opponent is. We're trying to get best out of 5. Let's see what our first opponent brings to the table. And we're up against Tila, 30. Tila, I wish you luck. And we will go in with this. We've got 2 lands, a Tormenting Voice, and a Drakuseth. So we're going to keep this. Okay, we've got the 3rd land for the Rotting Regisaur. So turn 2, we're going to Tormenting Voice, drop the Drakuseth in the bin. Okay, you know what? These green-blue decks are just really annoying. Tormenting Voice, Drakuseth in the bin. Let's see what we draw. Doom Whisperer and a Bond of Revival. I need to draw at least 2 more lands to keep this thing going. And my opponent, okay, I thought he had a Nissa there. Luckily he did not. Okay, so Blood for Bones. 1 more land and we can cast that. Rotting Regisaur is just a behemoth on the battlefield. But let's see what our opponent does this turn. He's thinking about it, he's thinking about it. And our opponent is just there thinking. Does he have a Nissa? Does he not have a Nissa? Okay, so he adapts. Now let's get rid of this. We're gonna get rid of Cavalier of Night. Because you know what? Sometimes 3 black is just a bit too much. Okay, perfect. So we bring down Chupacabra, get rid of the Incubation Druid, and we go in for the attack. Our opponent is gonna block. What can he do with the Paradise Druid? Okay, so he blocks with the Paradise Druid. Bioessence Hydra. Okay, now let's get rid of this Ilharg. And we draw another Cavalier of Night. So first let's go in. We're gonna attack with the Rotting Regisaur. No, not the Ravenous Chupacabra. And let's see if he blocks. Llanowar Elves bite the dust. And we will submit the Ravenous Chupacabra. We're gonna get back Drakuseth and the Chupacabra. Growth Spiral. And what's the last card in my opponent's hand? Rakdos. We're gonna discard the Cavalier of Night. And you know what? Here we go, Chupacabra on the Bioessence Hydra. And that's game. So we're 1-0. First match of the night. Still in gold tier 4. Still haven't been able to rank up. But I think tonight's going to be a good night. So let's go in for the next one. Kanyan, good luck. We're gonna go in for our second match tonight. Now, we're missing red here. We're gonna mulligan this, and this is just perfect. I mean, I wish I had something else to chuck, but we'll just chuck a Bond of Revival. You know what? We'll get rid of both Bond of Revivals. And yeah, let's start with the swamp. Okay, we've got something to chuck into the bin. Cavalier of Night. Let's see what we draw here. Perfect. Fourth land and the Rotting Regisaur. Depending on what my opponent plays. Okay, yep. Okay. So 3 and we're gonna bring down the Rotting Regisaur. Next, he better bring down a blocker because that thing's gonna hit him for 7. So what are we gonna discard here? Let's go with the Tormenting Voice. And this is just perfect. We are going to Chupacabra. What do we have in the bin? It's a Cavalier of Night. Yeah, you're right. Let's Chupacabra. Let's get rid of this guy. And we attack. So next turn we're threatening 9 points of damage. Another Tin Street Kingpin. Does not have haste. And is he just gonna pass? Yes, he does. We're gonna get rid of the Bond of Revival. Or the Blood for Bones. Let's go for the Blood for Bones. And another Bond of Revival. So we attack with both creatures. And see what happens here. Our opponent, is he gonna take it? Seemed like it. Okay, he really wants that Krenko alive this time around. And the opponent's hitting the land drops. Johnny.
I am proud to fight by your side.
And what's he gonna do?
Strength.
Put 2 counters on Krenko. 4 damage. And what are you gonna do next? And he just quit. Okay, I'll take that as a win. So that's 2-0 for tonight. Going into game 3. We claim our prize and play. Going into game 3, I told you this felt like a good night. We're going up against Eye of Odin. And Eye of Odin, I wish you good luck as always. And this is definitely a shady keep. So you know what? We're gonna mulligan this. Much better. We're gonna keep this 6. And we're gonna put the Bond of Revival into the library, or Ilharg. Let's put Ilharg into the library. So here, and Stitcher Supplier. That's 2 reanimation spells and the land I wanted. Okay. I think this is the one with the enchantment that deals 1 damage for every creature. Yada 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 yada. We're gonna pay 2 life. And we're going to bring down the Rixmati Reveler. Yes. Get rid of Drakuseth and another Bond of Revival. Okay, maybe we should have shipped the Bond of Revival there. So 2-foot like fiends. No attacks. We're going to chuck the Bond of Revival. And you know what, we're just gonna attack in. So that's 3 to 16. Oh, that's a Dreadhorde Butcher. I don't like this guy. And he's got another Scorch Spitter. You know what? We're not gonna attack. We're gonna bring down a Stitcher Supplier. 1, 2. That's 2 lands that went into the bin. Once again, I do not like that. We're gonna sacrifice it. Oh no. This guy, and we're gonna sacrifice you. Okay, so this one might not be going the way it's supposed to be going. Alrighty then. So we're gonna block here and block here, try and preserve our life total. And I think we're done for this one, guys. Yep. Okay, so game 3 was a bust. We're currently 2-1 and going into game 4. Let's see what game 4 has in hold for us. So we're gonna mulligan this hand. We're missing the red source. This is a much better hand. We can get rid of the Spark Harvest. And we're gonna begin with lands. Okay, so this time around we're drawing the lands we need. What do we have here? Tormenting Voice. Okay, so it's one of those decks. Am I gonna need a flyer against the Archetype Phoenix decks? Probably. So are we gonna get rid of the Regisor? So he charts a course, gets the lands. It's 3 spells for the Arclight Phoenix. So that's the first one, and okay, he's done. That's really good for me. I'm gonna get rid of Ilharg. Put down the 4th land. Rotting Regisor attacks. Perfect. We're gonna sacrifice you, get back Ilharg, and you back to my hand, just for good measure. And if all goes well, I'm hitting him for 12 next turn. So he opts. Cries to the top. He's happy with what he sees, and he probably goes off this turn. But there's only one Arclight Phoenix in there. Is he gonna kill it off? Yes, he does. Now, am I gonna put it back into my graveyard? Yeah, let's decline this. Okay. So Rotting Regisor. Well, at least that's 6 damage that didn't go to my face. And let's attack. So Rick's Mighty Reveler. Do I want to discard? I can't submit 0. I have to discard. Let's discard the Doom Whisperer. And a Tormenting Voice. What does our opponent do here? And he kills it. He shocked it. Now, perfect. Let me think about this for a second. We put down the swamp, Bond of Revival. We're gonna get back Drakuseth. He's gonna attack. 4 here and 3 here, and we're gonna submit. And he's down to 2. So he either gets rid of the Drakuseth or I win next turn. Can he stabilize? So he charts a course. Do I get the win here? What could he? I mean, he can't do the 2. He could do 2 more lightning bolts and a shock. But it seems like he does not have it. My opponent is thinking. And now his clock is running. Finale of Promise. So lightning strike and a chart the course. And he gives up. So we're currently 3-1. 3-1 and going up. Let's see if we can make it a 4-1. The third Spartan. Good luck, the third Spartan. Okay, we don't have any discards. We've got 3 lands, nothing to do the first 3 turns, so we're gonna mulligan this one. This is so much better. We're gonna keep this 6. We're gonna get rid of 1 Rotting Regisaur and Stitcher Supplier. 1, 2, and 3. That's 2 lands and a Ravenous Chupacabra I would have liked to have. Okay, perfect. Tormenting Voice. We get rid of the Drakuseth. And we draw Cavalier of the Night and 2 more lands. Skyter, Flying in Menace. No, you know what? No point in attacking. No attacks. What is this little dinosaur dude gonna do? Okay, haste. What goodies do you have in store for me? We need to discard a card. We're gonna get rid of the swamp. Perfect. So that's 4. We're gonna attack with the both of you. Nope, just 1. Let's see what happens here. Okay, Aurelia Exemplar. So who are you pumping up? Trample, Vigilance, and Haste. Okay, so that's 3 cards I did not want to draw. We're gonna get rid of a Swamp here. No, we're gonna get rid of Cavalier of Night. And that's a Spark Harvest. Let's see what he does. Okay, can he? No, he cannot kill the Rotting Regisaur. Does he block? He does block. Okay, perfect. We're gonna pay the extra 4 to get rid of Aurelia. And it's your turn. He's got a grip full Boros Challenger with the Mentor. A land and... okay. So that's 7 to the face. And no attacks. This might be another 3-2. This is not looking good for us, guys. Alrighty then. So that's 7, 8, 9. We're gonna block you. But that's just way too much damage coming in. That's a cute little Boros deck he has. So that's a 3-2 for tonight. But you know what? We're gonna do one extra game. Yes, we do have time for one extra game. So let's play, see if we can get our 4th win. And this time I can't pronounce that. Ixmuchs or something like that. Okay, you know what? We're gonna try and keep this. Let's see how this works. Our opponent is thinking about mulliganing, but he does not. So Stitcher Supplier. Let's see what goes into the graveyard. 1 land we wanted and 2 Bond of Revivals. At least we're drawing lands. So you get smacked for 1. And here comes the Vanguards. So another Stitcher Supplier. A land we wanted and 2 more spells we really wanted. No attacks. Shocks one of them. And what goes into the graveyard? We're just getting rid of things we really want there. Our Stitcher Suppliers just aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing. +1/+0. And we're gonna block you. That's just another land we wanted. How ridiculous is this? You know what, we're gonna Tormenting Voice, get rid of you. Let's see what we draw here. 2 more lands, come on. Okay, definitely not 2 lands. This is just getting annoying once again. We're getting so mana screwed. Screwed in so many ways. At least that's the 4th land. Or are we going to... Yeah, we need to submit this guy. Or do we? You know what? We'll submit you. Okay. This is starting to shape up. So we've got our Ilharg coming down. This is definitely going to stop the Adanto Vanguard. Unless he's got a whole bunch of combat tricks. I'm not going to block. That's just stupid. In my opinion. We're gonna take the action. Put him back. Put him back. Okay, I like this. I like this. So 1, 2, and 3. We're gonna submit 1. What do we have here? We've got Ilharg, Cavaliers of Night. Yeah, you know what? Let's just take Ilharg. And we're gonna bring a Cavalier of Night. Nope, we're gonna bring the second Ilharg to my hand. Because we do have enough to cast him. Does he have a way of getting rid of it? Hopefully not. And he just gives up. See, I knew that this was a good deck. So we ended up 3-2, but the bonus game ended up giving us a 3-3, 4-2 win. So we're gonna claim our prize, the Creeper Trailblazer. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. That was the deck for today, Rakdos Reanimator number 2. I hope you enjoyed, and I will be seeing you once again next week on Wednesday. Have a good week.